and his team for his wonderful presentation this afternoon. Thank you, Dinoka. And I'd like now to hand over the time to your next team, talking about Lumuts, Jayani Gankanda, and Pubudu Wangisakara. Are you ready to go?
Yes, we are ready.
Okay, over to you then.
Do you see my screen?
Not yet.
Not yet.
Let me just check whether all participants can share. Double click. I think it has a sign that says has started screen sharing. Here we
good.
go.
Excellent.
Perfect.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Hope you all are safe and sound. Let's start our presentation. We are Team Lumos from SLIIT. I am Jayani Gankanda. Myself and Pubudu Arosha will be representing our Team Lumos. Before we talk about the project journey, let's go to the very beginning of the media field. In the advancement of news broadcast, the first medium was the news on newspaper. It mainly focused on the writer's words and the text formats for news attractiveness. Next, the radio broadcast was introduced to the media field, and it only focused on the voice control. After the technical development, the broadcast medium developed into audio and video combination. With that transformation, television and other social media came into the media world. With advanced development, new technologies such as augmented reality, virtual reality, and artificial intelligence was introduced. Using such new technologies started the advancement of media industry even more. Currently in the media world, such technologies are used for special categorized contents like weather news, election, and sport news. Sri Lankan media industry give their best effort in delivering content attractively by experimenting different approaches under budget. To research more about Sri Lankan media industries, different approaches on how they are creating attractive contents, we conducted several interviews with Sri Lankan media industry experts. This is Mr. Ravihara Pereira. He is the manager at Mogo Studios and VFX artist at TV Derana Media Channel. According to him, the use of augmented reality productions are done as post-productions and with a separate team and a separate budget. Presenters are then provided with a preview and guidelines on how to interact with 3D or technology. According to Ms. Tilini Pereira, who is a senior presenter at Swarnavahini News Channel, we found that the presenters take much preparation and training time when they are working with technologies like augmented reality. Even though they make these videos as post-productions, they have to train beforehand. And also, the control of the 3D object is done by the controlling room, not by the presenters themselves. So, she then suggested that if the presenters can get the control of the 3D object, it can save both time and effort. We then contacted one of the presenters at ITN Media Channel, Mr. Viduranga. He is also a sport journalist and a content creator. As a summary of this interview, we found that they outsource high graphical work to other third-party graphic companies. After all this information gathered by the above interviewers, we found the following issues: high budget, lack of technical knowledge, lack of manpower, time consumption, and promoting much into post-productions. What if There's a tool that can save money, effort, and time. To solve this issue, we introduced Lumos. Ubudu, can you explain what Lumos is?
Yes, Jenny. Now let's see what is Lumos. It is a web application that can combine augmented reality and 3D technology in the live streaming. It has like point tracking and 3D object placement, hand signal recognize and 3D object control, 3D data visualization, 3D object library. We also provide a special accessory, which is an IoT device with a sensor that can mount a camera for better tracking features. Let's see a bit deeper into this feature. Let's first look into point tracking and 3D object placement. When a presenter uses 3D object in the live stream, the 3D object should be positioned correctly. It should be over covered to distributing the presenter. To do so, the correct position should be identified in the background. The specific point need to be identified the track to place the 3D object correctly. To order to identify a correct positions, we provide to point tracking features. For the 3D object placement, we use WebGL to three main layers such as WebGL, HTML canvas, camera. Virtual grid is available. We use the technique in order to place the 3D object onto tracked point, which we discussed onto previous slide. Lumos provide a separate 3D library where the users can import and save 3D object, which they can use in their live stream. This model library will later be developed as a separate marketplace for the buying and selling 3D models. This can help Lumos to gain a separate income. We also provide the facilities to create customized 3D graphs and charts according to the user's dataset. When we are dealing with 3D objects in an augmented reality space, gesture control is a very important features to have a product. That's why we introduce separate hand signals for the users to have an interactive session with the audience. Lumos provides hand gestures for tracking start actions, zoom in actions, rotate and x-axis and y-axis, object moving actions, and tracking stop actions. We have created a special sensor-based IoT device, which the users can purchase it separately. The user can buy this IoT device under of the 9,000 to 100 rupees, which is $124. We also have developed a separate mobile application to control. The camera mount device provides users to better tracking features. It helps the users to have a parallel movement of the 3D object with the camera. To develop Lumos, we use these following technologies. JavaScript is the main technology used in the overall project. The reasons that we use JavaScript is because it's the open source and lightweight. We also use technologies like React and Express frameworks, Mediafire for the gesture control, 3JS, AWS for the hosting, Arduino and WebGL, Node MCQ we are using. Let's we showed 2 beta testing for the Lumos. We can control the object manual and automated system, and this is the data visualization part. Now I will now I hope you all to got an idea about what is Lumos is, Jayani.
Yes, Pudu. Now I will explain a bit about users evaluation of our tool. This is the user's evaluation story of Lumos. Before the users start the live streaming, they usually create a certain script on the content that they need to tell the audience. According to this script, the user can check whether the needed resources, for example, 3D objects, are available in the Lumos 3D model library. If the 3D objects are already available, they can start their live streaming. If not, they have to import the 3D object that they need. Within the live streaming itself, the user can access the model library and also they can create 3D graphs in real time. While the streaming going on, the user can manipulate the 3D graphs using hand gestures. Using the above user evaluation story, we conducted a user feedback session by giving the users to test our system. We conducted this user evaluation session by selecting a group of media-related stakeholders. There were 11 participants. Out of that, 27.3% of the users have voted excellency for this product. Some of the low feedbacks were due to low lighting conditions of the user's background and because we are still in the Lumos beta version. Pupudu, can you explain commercialization aspect of our product?
Sure, Jayani. Now that we know what is Lumos is and how users rate our tools beta version, we will now focus on how to commercialize Lumos. There is a commercialization plan of the Lumos. For Lumos, we plan commercializations in 4 different sections such as branding, market analysis, business canvas, and our business plan. First, we will look into branding. For branding, we have created a social media marketing plan, receives custom social media domains. There is a very helpful for the search engine optimization. And also we have recognized our target audience. For the market analysis, we use resources like the Digital Outlook Sri Lanka 2021. Seeing this result, we can conclude that social media is the most famous source in receiving news updates. Among social media, Facebook and YouTube is the top level in daily media consumptions. Without recognizing the target audience, we will not succeed. We have recognized that our target audience are social media influencers, online event planners, and mobile journalists, online knowledge sharers, and live content creators. We also have created a business Canva model to recognize specific details when commercializing Lumos. In our business plan, we give 2 options, such for free trial and premium option, which can cost $22 per month. In the free trial, we provide features like 14-minute streaming time, limited access to the model library, data visualization, and social media streaming. In the premium option, the users can enjoy unlimited streaming, unlimited access to the model library, data visualizations, and social media streaming. And also in the premium option, there won't to be any watermark in any of the streaming video. That's our commercialization plan for Lumos. Jayani?
Thank you, Guru. Now that you all got a very clear idea about our product, now let's see our achievements and our future. We have received some of the greatest achievements that a university research project can achieve in Sri Lanka. We were fortunate enough to enter to the NBQSA National Awards and selected for the Winner Circle 2021. And also we were able to get our research paper accepted to the ICAC conference. We have already planned the future of Lumos. As a group who came up with this idea, we have the potential of starting a startup company in the brand name of Lumos. We will be developing the 3D model library as a separate business model where the users can buy or sell 3D objects, and Lumos can get a third-party revenue through this. We will also expand this into a mobile version as well. Advancing Lumos community is another future focus of the team. Connect with us to change your digital life. Thank you all. Hope to meet you all in the meta future.
Thank you very much, Jani and Pubudu. This is quite very interesting you guys have done, and it's congratulations to you all that you've gone so far as a startup and to win such awards. So well done to you all. We have a few minutes. Well, we got about 10 minutes for some questions and questions. So I'm leaving the floor open now to questions. Ivan, go ahead.
Can I start?
Yep.
Can I congratulate the two presenters because, and I'm speaking now as somebody who works in a business school at Middlesex University, you haven't just sort of started with an idea and stopped at the technology. You've continued within a framework of entirely marketing and creating a business plan and so on, and looking to potential users. So I think as if you like, a complete exercise, taking into account the complete sort of design and production and marketing workflow, I think there's a very lot to recommend your approach. So you should be congratulated with that. If I could just make one suggestion, and it comes from our own experience here in the UK. About maybe 5, 6, 7 years ago, technical innovation on our televisions where they replaced this very static and very poor visualized weather maps by animated weather maps, which was also used, if you like, 2.5D, 2.5D or pseudo 3D techniques to make the weather forecasts a bit more dynamic, a bit more understandable. But I remember at the time that particularly the BBC, who were pioneering this, they found that there was a lot of problems with the existing weather presenters in adapting to the new technology. And I'm just wondering whether you could not learn in advance the kind of problems your presenters will face from the introduction of 3D and animated maps in weather presentation. Just a thought, just a suggestion, but you may find some common issues there in terms of maybe technology resistance or whatever.
Was that a question or was that a statement?
It was a congratulatory statement followed by a suggestion.
Right. Thanks, Ivan. Yeah.
Thanks.
Any other questions? I'm just curious about the what do you call it, the interaction with the augmented reality objects within the media. How do you foresee that being used, let's say in weather reports or any other kinds of reports?
Yes, we facilitate the live streaming. So let's consider a news program. In that weather news, like news is a live streaming program. So in that live stream, the weather news can be shown in the using graphs or 3D objects. Like using our system, we can do that in a live stream. 3D objects.
Could you say a little bit more about that?
Yeah. Like for example, if I am a presenter, a weather news presenter, then I have to show, let's see, mountain slide. Then I can use a 3D object of a mountain, of that particular mountain. Then I can show the users, the people who are watching us, like as a live incident using these 3D objects. The presenter can control the 3D that mountain and show the viewers like how this can happen and how like the effects and everything using 3D object, that model in that live stream itself.
So you will be able to engage with a 3D object, manipulate it, bring it closer, forward.
Yeah. Yes.
And that would be based on your gestures of your fingers.
Yeah, the presenter can control using these gestures, hand gestures.
Okay. So are you using things like the AR toolkit or something, or is it some other application, some other technology you're using?
We are using WebGL technologies and 3JS, mainly JavaScript technologies. Yeah.
Okay. Any other questions from people? Are you familiar with something called BIMA? BIMA, the British Interactive Media Association?
No, I haven't heard about it.
I just wondered, because some of the work that you guys are doing and the fact that you guys are wanting to do a startup on your company and so on. BIMA is it's an association of a lot of startup companies and people, particularly in the interactive media industry. So they get involved, and every once a month or twice a month they have talks, and they have people to talk about the businesses and so forth. And as far as I know, it's because of the way the COVID is at the moment. A lot of things are being done online, and which means geography isn't a restriction at the moment. So I don't know what they do with student members, but I know they have over 8,000 to 9,000 members, and mainly based in the UK. So you might want to check them out. I think bima.com, I think is their website. Maybe you might investors or people who are willing to help mentor or whatever in terms of getting your startups up and going. Yeah. Okay. Any last comments? Any questions from the floor? Yeah.
Just wanted to say, William, both the presentations were very, very good, and for being at this level of the quality of the work and the extent of the work also is extremely good for the level that they are in currently.
Yes, this is actually really quite good. Thank you very much, Shirley. Any other comments from the floor?
Really very, I would say state of art, and I like the ideas on that level. So much congratulations to all the presenters. Really did a good job.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's really good. Thanks, Nadim. Yeah. Okay, I'm just noticing that the time has moved on already. I want to thank our three speakers, Dinuka, Jayani, and Pubudu, for your really fascinating talks today. We are pretty much very impressed with the fact that you guys have done what you've done in your undergraduate program. is really testament to some of the quality of the education that you're getting at SLIIT. So much kudos to Nuwan and his team, Payam and everybody else there. So if you all would join with me to say thank you, and thank you very much to our colleagues at Sri Lanka for coming and talking to us today. So really good. Thank you very much.
William, before we hang up,
yeah.
Can I ask you, actually, I am leading a research group in my university, which is based on AI. So I like this idea. Is it possible, I mean, if we can share the contact details of this presenter, maybe I can arrange something like this and at my institution?
Oh, perfect. No problem. I'll talk to Nuwan and he's happy to let you have the details. No problem.
Okay, thank you very much. Thanks a lot.
Yeah. Okay. So great. Thank you all. And it's been a wonderful 1 hour. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.